Morning. This is the latest information that we have on Hurricane Irene, a Category 1 with sustained wind at 75 miles per hour, now nearly stationary, a slow drifter. Looking at the estimated pressure around 995 millibars, and if you are tracking the area, we are looking at it at a proximity of 21.7 north. That's the latitude, the longitude at 83.4 west. And again, we are trying to give you the latest information that we can, but because of the proximity so very close to Cuba, at times it has been a bit difficult for us. Our own expert, Dr. Steve Lyons, continues to monitor the situation very closely. You have more information on that projected path, Steve.
Yes, Lisa, and there's also a research aircraft, a NOAA research aircraft is flying down in there, and they're able to fly over the Cuban airspace. We're going to get some information from them very shortly, and we'll send that to you as soon as we get it. And that'll give us a more precise fix. But let's look at the large-scale picture and zoom down to scale here now. Now we can see the position of the Hurricane Irene is just to the south near the Isle of Youth and going to move to the north over the next several days, even though it's rather stationary right now. And now as we look down into the radar scale, we can see very clearly where the circulation center is. It's very close, right over the Isle of Youth right now, roughly right there. You can see the circulation of the clouds spinning around in circles. This is from the Key West radar long loop and long range reflectivity. You can also see quite a bit of rainfall coming up out of the south into the Florida Straits and also over the Florida Keys. And of course, very strong winds always accompany the heavy rainfall, and the strongest winds usually will accompany the strongest rain. So we know where the circulation is. Where's it going now? Well, here's our projected path. The timing on this might be off a little bit, and keep in mind right now, because it's stationary, this could be a little too fast. But then again, we expect it to accelerate a little bit up in here, so it may be on time overall. You need to be prepared for an earlier possibility for landfall than this, if in fact that does occur. But you can see that the west coast of Florida is the area of biggest impact right now. And of course, as the hurricane comes up to the north, wave action is not going to be a big problem here. Storm surge could be a big problem depending on the intensity, but right now we think it's going to remain a Category 1 hurricane as it moves toward the north. The big problem right now, as we see it, is this big area of red here that's moving toward the north. And that's the rainfall that's going to occur on the east side of the hurricane as it moves north. Rainfall looks like it's going to be the biggest problem, with some local flooding on up the Florida Peninsula as it moves that way. We'll keep you informed on the latest. Now back to
We're already feeling the effect.